I added this light show to my garden, and it took me some time to figure out how I can configure WLED to automatically turn on and also turn off after some time. Although I did make a video how you can control WLED from Node-RED, but I thought it would be just interesting to do the whole thing in WLED. So if you don't have any home automation system, you can still do this. And by the way, before you ask, these LED strips are these types from BTF lighting, and they are the WS2811 version. And the reason I choose this because WLED can drive these as well, but they have also a 12 and a 5 volt version. So I wanted lower amperage, so I've gone for a higher power so I purchased the 12 volt version, green wire, and because it's outside, it's IP68 rated. And this contains these individual lights that are chained together like this. So if you buy this 100 pieces one, you will get two strings, 50 pieces each, with a simple connector that you can just join together. So let's talk about WLED. In order to make these changes, we are actually going to use favorites. And favorites act like macros as well. And we would need two of these favorites. One is going to turn off the light, the other one is going to turn on whatever effect you have. So first what you can do is you can pick your effect, you can pick your color palette and set, whatever effect you want the WLED to turn on. You come to the favorites, you create a new favorite, and you just set it to a certain, you give it a name, and you set it to a certain ID. I've just given the ID 2. And then you also create a new one, a new preset manually, and you are going to name it off, and you are going to turn off or uncheck this use current state, and then you have this box where you can enter t = 0. And I'm going to set this to preset number 1, as you can see here. And t = 0 is going to turn off the LED. Now we can go into the configuration, and we go into time and macros. And right here at the end of the page, I can set that at 17 hours, so that's 5 p.m. I want the WLED to turn on to preset 2, so that's my preset light condition. And at 23 hours, so that's 11 p.m., it's going to run preset 1, which is going to turn it off. You can also use the sunrise and the sunset, or maybe just the sunset. But what I noticed that when it notices this, or when it calculates the sunset, it's already really, really dark where I live. So I just manually set it to 17 hours. But you can use the sunset as well. And by the way, if you are using the sunset, you also need to scroll up here. Just make sure that your time setup is correct. So specify the NTP server. Maybe you can just use pool.ntp.org. Make sure that you have the correct time zone set. And for the sunrise and sunset calculation, you also need to provide the latitude and longitude. And as I said, it says that for me the sunset is 6:30, but in theory at 5 o'clock it's already pretty dark. So this is why I wanted my LED strips to turn on at 5 o'clock. But maybe you can just cheat on the altitude so it gets to an earlier or a later time, depending on your preference. And actually there is one more thing, since you created these presets. If you go into the LED preferences and you scroll down, there is a setting to apply a specific preset at boot. You probably have noticed that whenever you are powering up WLED, it always turns your LED strips to orange color. If you don't want that to happen, you want your LEDs to stay off, then now you can just put here the number of the off preset, which in my case is 1, the one that we had just configured before. And your LEDs will not come automatically on if you have a power outage. So this is all about some selected configuration within WLED. Thanks for watching, and hopefully see you in the next video.